Hey guys, how are you doing? Parallels for Mac promo code is here for you to save 35% off from the store pricing. Instead of paying the full price, now you can, for a very limited time, save this flat 35% off if you were waiting for one of the best virtualization application for Mac computer to get some discounts. I normally recommend to my audience this Parallels desktop for Mac software mainly for its pro level features that it brings to your Mac that makes anyone's task, the requirement for using the Windows inside the Mac a lot easier. You can run Windows like a native operating system on your Mac OS, without rebooting. That is one big advantage. It is compatible for the Intel Mac computers and for the latest Apple Silicon chipsets from M1, M2, M3, and the latest M4 chipset as well. They also keep their software up to date with all the latest macOS operating system, so you don't have to worry about any compatibility issues at all. So to quickly grab this 35% discount, all the basic introduction about the Parallels desktop software. You can find the discount, the 35% off of Parallels discount coupon in the description and in the first pinned comment. Click on the link and it will take you to the checkout page. You can check which version you want and you can proceed with it. For all other users, if you're new and the first time user here hearing about this Parallels desktop for Mac and you are looking for a virtualization software, then keep on watching this video. In the next 3 to 4 minutes, I'll explain most of the features that this one delivers to let you run Windows inside your Mac, and it can also help you to run Linux operating system and all of its distributions, and then Google Chrome operating system. So when it comes to the Windows, it runs like a native operating system where installation takes like a couple of clicks. The dashboard and everything is user friendly. And let me quickly get to the control center. So here I have installed the Windows 11 already, and if you want to add new Windows installation or any other disk image installation you have, this is how the interface looks like. Simply click on this Windows 11 icon if you want to download the software from Microsoft Server immediately. And otherwise, if you already have a pen drive or an image file downloaded from the internet, then you can use this option. There are several other options. You can install macOS for virtualization purpose to test any application, or in a simulation environment, you can use this option. And you can run Ubuntu Linux and with Rosetta support. If you want to use the Rosetta for any cross-platform application reasons, then you can try that. You can install Fedora Linux and so many other operating system. Of course, the Kali Linux is also there. For people who are into pen testing, on their MacBook on the go, then you can try quick installation method to install it in a virtualization environment. You can decide which ports, the network access and everything, right in the configuration window. And here you can see, if I click on install Windows, in just 2 clicks, I'll be up and running Windows within few minutes. So here I have already installed the Windows 11, and you can see it also supports the coherence mode. You can run it with all the Windows icons, the dock and everything presented on inside your Mac computer. Otherwise, you can run it in a virtualization environment. You can simply drag and drop any files and folders between the two operating systems. The Parallels desktop, I've been using it for almost 10 years and they have come a long way. So continuously they are on development. If you want to allow the internet access, you can of course allow it. Otherwise, you can select don't allow. So just for testing purposes, I'm not using the Microsoft key. Let's open the Edge browser. Okay, I accidentally opened the Copilot instead of Edge browser. I'm a rare Windows user. I don't use Windows regularly. After switching to Mac almost for 10 plus years, I'm using the Mac computer. And here we can quickly use the internet and all the other services within the browser. We can of course stretch it to the full screen and use all the other Windows resize functions that is available on your Mac. And you can of course minimize or switch to full screen and in a separate desktop environment, and you can work both macOS and Windows. And within this mode, the virtualization mode, you can simply drag and drop any files. So here I'm dragging and dropping a file. So it is already accessing the desktop of my Mac computer. So it is asking me whether you want to replace it or not. no, skip this file. So this is how you can simply copy and paste, drag and drop any files. If you want to maintain a separate desktop for the Windows operating system, you can do that too. The keyboard, the processor, and all the other configuration can be accessed from this one. You can allocate how many CPUs and GPUs you want to let Windows operating system to use. Then mouse and keyboard configuration, the printers, if you want to connect any Windows driver available specific printers, then you can of course use it. The network access, whether you want it or not, you can configure everything here in this configuration window easily. So you can run Windows and all of its applications. For gaming, you can do some moderate level of gaming. As far as I understood, there are different configurations available. With the Parallels purchase, you can click on the buy now and you can check the configurations before completing the purchase. Here you can see they do offer the 30 days money back guarantee. So you can purchase it even if you want to test it with your applications, whether they are running or not. So $64.99 per year during this 35% off. Otherwise, it will be $99.99. This month, it is a very limited time Parallels for Mac, which allows you to get the Parallels discount coupon. And people who are upgrading from their existing license, whether it is a standard edition or pro edition, now they can save up to 75% during this offer period. Instead of $219 for the standard edition, it will be $45.49, and the same for the pro edition as well. So I hope this offer news brings you some savings for the next 1 year usage of the Parallels desktop for Mac. For more useful iPhone, iPad and Mac related tips and tricks, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you and have a wonderful day.